Good evening, everyone. If you're anything like me, you'll understand my enthusiasm usually has me running through the front door of the School of Hard Knocks with a huge smile on my face, blissfully unaware of the pain that's coming my way. I'm hoping to save you a little bit of that pain tonight. People, process, tools. Each is important. Each is separate from the other, and we have to find out how they affect the workplace. I'm going to start with people. They really are the most important part of any kind of business. Your people will help you survive or help a business survive bad process and poor tools. However, the best processes and the best tools will not make bad people perform. It's important when you're working with your people to listen to them. They'll see things coming well ahead of you. One of the things that's really happened with large corporations today is they've stopped listening to their people. With that, they've stopped developing their managers. Without good management, you have no engagement, you have no support. The people start to wander a little bit. So it's very important to listen to them. With that, what happens with the corporations these days is that they find themselves having to buy their staff. And because of that, once they're in place and they realize that they've got a limited opportunity for success, they're quickly updating resumes. Conversely, we also see a lot of companies out there that pay at or even below industry standards that never lose a person. I'll tell you why. Those people are engaged, they are supported, and they're given a purpose every day at work. That's an effective team. Good people want process. They want to have success. They want to be able to show up every day and have fun at their jobs. They want to achieve goals. They want to be recognized as the top of their professions. That's really important. These same people will also take a good process and make it even better. They like having that around them and achieving. The lines between people, process, and tools blur a little bit, and this is where process kind of comes into play. These smaller companies are going to find that as they grow, things change from a small company to a medium company to a large-sized company. But the small company, it's always all hands on deck, and attention to detail is fairly simple. But trust me on this one, when we started back in 2001 with only 5 people, quick conversations and plans written on napkins got things done, usually. But now with 90 people spread over 3 provinces and 6 branch offices, process is critical. Without the process, we have people doing workarounds, cracks start to form, people have tribal knowledge, and losing one key person can be devastating. Process is really important in a business, but process doesn't manage people, people do. Managers make sure that the process has been followed. With that, they're able to make sure that everything as it's going through the system properly gives people far more capacity to get the job done rather than just spending their days chasing around the office looking for paper. One of the most important things is making sure that we can have everything come from quotation all the way through billing. And process does that, but I'll tell you what, people ensure it happens. That's where people are important. They keep sneaking back into things. When I talk about tools, who's thinking about hammers or drills? I recently had one of my managers come up to me and ask me to get a backflow tester for a sprinkler system. I asked him for an ROI. His report came back and said for a $1,500 investment, we would realize a $22,000 increase in revenue in the following month alone. That tool was easy to buy. What made it easy to buy was the ROI report. With that report, we were able to make a quick, easy decision. Without it, we could be spending thousands on tools uselessly. I'm a believer in the 30-second rule. If I ask a question about the company, I should be able to get an answer back in 30 seconds or less. If I can't, that tells me we either have bad process or poor tools, and that screams efficiency. The tools I'm talking about now are things like your P&L or your balance sheets, things like that, but those are reactive tools that tell you how your people and your process have been working. With those, again, you want to be thinking about your more important tools, and I'm talking about your work in progress tools, your revenue in force tools, your backlog tools, things that give you a map to the future, things that tell you whether your forecasts are on par or not. You may have a big job coming in the future, and are you going to have to staff up for that? Are the materials possibly going to put you in a position where you have a cash flow pinch? The tools will tell you whether that's coming or not. They'll help you mitigate risk, and that is a big deal. You always have to make sure that you're on track with everything that's going on. Tools help that. Tools help you maintain process. Process is managed by people. I've gone pretty much full circle here. Train your people, work with your people, allow them to make mistakes, help them learn from them. People, process, tools. Thank you.